As a 4-point underdog at home against the Steelers on Sunday, odds makers have set the Browns over-under at 5.5 wins, which would be a huge improvement over last year when they won a total of 0 games. So nowhere to go but up, right, Shannon?
Yep. I'm going to take the over, Skip Bayless. I believe I have them at somewhere between 6 and 8 games, and that would be 5 games would be a vast improvement when you win 0 games the year before, and then you only won 1 game in the past 2 years. So 5 is a huge.
So you're going to 8?
I'm going between 6 and 8. They'll have
between 6 and 8.
Yep.
Well, that's a huge gap. Which is it?
Hold on, Vegas. All I got to do is get 6. Vegas says 5.5.
So you predicting 6?
I said 6 to 8.
To 8?
Hold on. You got your
cover all your bases. Why don't you go 6 to 15?
No.
Huh?
All I got to do is
taking the over.
All I have to do is go lay down money on the over, and I win. Skip,
okay.
Why you let me have my moment?
Who's the quarterback?
You know who the quarterback starting is?
I don't know.
Tyrod.
Okay, how long is that going to last?
Probably till the middle of the season.
Middle of the season. So you don't love Tyrod. You don't believe in him.
But here's the thing. At some point in time, if let's just say for the sake of argument, Skip, you're winning games. I mean, you can win games and not look good. And they's like, you know what? We might need a spark. We need a boost. And then they bring Baker in.
Yep.
But Tyrod, like I said, I think early on, and their schedule is really, it's got no cream puffs on there. Look at Pittsburgh, New Orleans. Okay, they got the Jets at Oakland. Then they got Baltimore. They got the Chargers. The first 8 weeks, they got the Steelers twice. Got the Chargers. Got the Baltimore, and New Orleans.
Yeah.
So
not easy.
It's not easy. But I love what I'm seeing with their defense. Early on, the defense is going to carry them. They need to ride that. Myles Garrett, Skip, watching Myles Garrett in the preseason, he showed me more in the preseason than I saw at any point in time in Texas A&M.
I totally agree with that. It looked like he was starting to figure it out.
Yeah, he looked like he's getting ready to take that step and be a double-digit sack guy, going to the Pro Bowl. Like, okay, now I see why Cleveland took this guy with the number 1 overall pick.
Yep.
Denzel Ward, the 4th pick in the draft. They got Jamie Collins, who came from New England in the trade a couple years ago. But the key for this offense is Josh Gordon. How soon does he get up to speed, and how long does he stay? Because, Skip, he's a difference maker.
He's eligible. He's not going to start, but he can play.
He's like Julio, that big guy that can make the tough catches in traffic, get the ball in his hands, and he can go the distance. So if he's up to speed, put Jarvis in the slot, let Jarvis do his thing. Callaway, Higgins, they got some guys that can make some plays. But the key is Josh Gordon. Because he's the guy that's going to lift the coverage. He's got the guy that's going to command double team. And now, Jarvis, you get one-on-one. Higgins, you get one-on-one. Callaway, you get one-on-one. And you got to win. Nice running back. I'll say, you know what? I'm going to split the difference with you. I give him 7 wins.
7 wins?
I give him 7 wins.
Well, I still don't know who your quarterback is because you don't seem to.
It doesn't matter. The Cleveland Browns will have 7 wins.
Mix and match?
Yes.
Really?
It might happen like that.
Well, I'm going to be a little more definitive here. I will give Tyrod 5 wins.
Okay.
I would give Baker Mayfield, if he were starting Sunday and going forward as a starter, I would give him 8 wins.
Man, you must be crazy.
8-8, Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow.
And I'm going to say it one last time before the season opener. Hugh Jackson and John Dorsey make me sick.
What?
They are getting away with near murder because it's clear to me they are putting Baker Mayfield on ice so they can buy each other 1 year's honeymoon in the Baker Mayfield era. They're not going to start it for 1 full year because I think they want to go forward with Tyrod the whole year if they can get away with it.
John Dorsey might have that kind of security. Hugh Jackson does not.
You know what? I think he's good. That's all I read from the Cleveland beat writers. They say that Haslam and his wife love Hugh and that they're willing to accept that it wasn't his fault, or they won in 31, that it was all personnel directors' faults, and this is a new personnel director. Okay. So they're going to buy in, and because they bought into Hugh not being at fault, that he's fine. Or he's got a honeymoon year for sure with Baker Mayfield on the bench on ice.
No, Skip.
And why would you stunt the kid's growth?
How you stunting his growth? You make it seem like, he's not getting reps. He's getting reps, Skip, in practice. You're learning. It's okay.
I know Hugh a little bit, and I was so disappointed in him in Hard Knocks. I know it does it to everybody, but it turned him into a caricature of himself because you become an actor.
Because he won't start Baker.
Huh?
Because he won't start
No,
Baker.
But everything that was happening in Hard Knocks, it looked like scripted. It looked like Hugh was playing to the cameras. You can't help it.
I'll give you this, Skip. I mean, saying that Baker won the number 2 job against Drew Stanton was not a good look, because I didn't even know there was a competition. I thought he was in competition with Tyrod for the number 1 job.
Remember early, the first episode of Hard Knocks, what happened? Who took it over? Jarvis Landry with his profanity-laced tirade to the receivers room, right? And all of a sudden, here comes Hugh back, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm the head football coach here. So episode 2, what do we see? It's Hugh before the team throwing a profanity-laced tirade at the team. What? Because I don't think that's Hugh's nature.
That is.
No, it's not. It is. And then what happened? Greg Williams dared to criticize Denzel Ward publicly for not tackling correctly the way he taught him.
We do that behind closed doors.
Yeah, okay. And what Hugh steps up like, wait a minute, I'm the head coach here. You're just the defensive coordinator.
No,
and he says that Greg is out of line. You don't do that.
No, he said Greg doesn't get to do whatever he wants to do. That's what Hugh said. And he doesn't.
Yet, I think you would agree, the backbone of whatever the Browns are going to be this year will be the defensive side of the ball.
Okay, yes.
I thought it was semi-significant. They cut Carl Nassib and they cut Nate Orchard. I thought they were decent players. They were last year for that team.
Right.
They were pretty good. They cut them both. What does that tell you about the depth in the defensive line?
They believe that
it must be pretty good, right?
They feel comfortable with those guys.
And Carlos Hyde looked pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, they still got Chubb and Duke Johnson.
Right. And then, as you say, the huge X factor, maybe the biggest X factor in the whole league is Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to expect of him.
I don't either.
And I know him a little bit. He gets very introspective. He's a deep kid. And we saw him talking to Christina Pink on the field before the game. He was talking about, there's no entitlement here. I have to come back and earn this. And then he was talking about how he has to learn to love himself.
Right.
Wow, that's deep. Right? For a quick on-the-field interview?
Right.
Well, has he learned to love himself? Because when he doesn't love himself, bad stuff happens, right?
Yeah, well, we'll know soon enough how much he loves himself.
Yeah, I would agree. So I wanted to love this team, but it's all about Baker. It could be the it team with the it quarterback.
That's it.
He's the spark.
Tyrod's
he's the
it.
electricity. He's it. He's the future, but he's also the present.
Tyrod is
is
his moment.
You know what?
Let him shine.
He's a nice player. He's solid. That's all I can say for Tyrod. But he's not electric. His body language isn't electric to me. He's just solid.
This
Do you want
little
solid?
Light of mine, Tyrod, let it shine.
Hey, this could be Baker Mayfield's coming
Let it
out party.
shine.
Well, tell me that the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't a little psychologically vulnerable as we speak, right?
Yeah, of course.
Are they not?
And
torn apart?
Tyrod's going to take advantage of it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I just don't think he can.
The likelihood of a rookie quarterback opening day beating the Steelers in any locale is what?
I don't know. It would be perfect for Baker. Bigger arm. Baker Mayfield, Tyrod. Who's got the bigger arm? Help me out. It's Baker. More accurate. Who's deadly accurate?
Well,
Baker Mayfield.
Baker is more accurate.
He is.
I don't know about the arm strength, but that's not the. But Tom Brady doesn't have a bazooka.
No.
Neither did Joe Montana.
No. Quicker release. It's Baker. It's extraordinary. I'm not saying he's like all time. He's just better than Tyrod, and you can't stunt his growth for a year just by putting him in mothballs.
First of all, Skip Bayless, it's Friday.
Yeah.
There will be no sudden changes into the roster or to the starting lineup, okay?
Well,
so just roll with this one.
Well,
this
it was clear they had already made the decision before camp started because Hugh wouldn't even let it get started with the media, right?
Well, and Skip,
what are you doing?
I agree with you on that.
How can you not give Baker Mayfield as the number one overall pick a shot to win it? And it was clear from the start he had no shot.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, we'll move on now.
So the bottom line question of this is, how quick is the hook on Tyrod Taylor? Or Tyrod, if you want to do that.
What's the record got to be?
Yeah. What happens? How quick is the hook?
7 and 9.
Okay, but weird. Like, see, you speak out of both sides of your mouth because if you think by midseason Tyrod won't be the starter anymore, then you don't believe in him. If you really believed in him the way you claim you do,
well, if I believed him, I said 12 and 4.
Well, but again, if you start him, why wouldn't you finish him? Why wouldn't you stay with him?
The same because when you draft the number one pick and he's a quarterback and you have a veteran in there and you don't usher. Remember, Skip, they didn't usher the veteran out. They brought Tyrod in. So that tells you right there what they think of Tyrod. He's going to start the season. Now,
But they brought him in before they drafted Baker.
exactly.
Right? I don't get that.
They could have cleared the decks because we felt very comfortable that they were going to take a quarterback. Yeah. We didn't know it was going to be Baker until, a couple of days in, Baker started picking up steam. So, this ride with Tyrod.
Well, what did Hard Knocks show you? Baker was just taking over practice every day, just taking it over. 6. Nice throw, 6. Way to go, 6.
5. Yeah. I got 5 on it.
You got 5.
That's right. He took a team to the playoffs last year. You do remember that, right?
He did.
And it took a great...
He also got replaced by Nathan Peterman.
Whose fault was that?
I don't know. Apparently, it was somewhat Tyrod's
and
fault.
Peterman threw 5 picks in the first half alone.
Against the team you just picked to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That might have, by the end of the year, had the best defense in pro football.
And then
they got the best cornerback in all of pro football from Vanderbilt University, Casey Hayward.
Pat Peterson said, no, he's not.
I don't know. But
Chris Harris Jr. says, no, he's not.
Pro Football Focus says he is.
Pat P said, nope.
Sorry. You can do
all I'm saying is, Skip, is that Baker will get his chance, and we'll see.
But I just don't think he's going to get his chance.
Why?
Unless Tyrod isn't what you say he is, then I don't know.
First of all, if Tyrod was what we thought what you want me to say he is, he wouldn't be out of Buffalo. Is he a 12-4 quarterback? No, I don't believe he's a 12-4 quarterback.
Let him go. That's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
That's why Baker should be the starter.
Well, there's a reason why Cleveland in the last 2 years have had number 1 and number 2 overall picks.
Yeah.
Oh, in the last 3 years they had 2 1s and a 2.
Well, if they drafted Deshaun Watson, like I kept saying they should have, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Well, true, but what you want me to do about that, Skip?
I don't know.
Well, how about if they'd have drafted Walker to him, we wouldn't have had this conversation or that conversation.
Well, he'd be hurt.
Then you know what? See what whatever.
Limp it to him.
Whatever. Best quarterback in the NFC East, that's for sure. What's up, Jay?
I think you're being a little generous in the win column there.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to take the under on that one.
Under 7?
A 5.5.
Oh, you going under?
I'm going under.
Really?
Yeah.
What you want to bet?
A case.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in commercial break.
Yeah.
It's Doug Peterson getting a little